Hello, hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. Those of you new to the work today in this community, together we identify the thoughts that cause all the suffering in our world. Everything from just mild irritation to full-blown, to identify what we're thinking and believing when we're experiencing those emotional moments, and what we say and what we do, and the guilt we feel on the other side of it, and we feel so justified in what we said and did, and oh my, just those of you new to the work, there is the cause of suffering. We can identify it, move it from our head, move the thoughts from our head to paper on that Judge Your Neighbor worksheet, and then question it. Open our minds and question what we were thinking and believing in that situation. And, it's a kind of clarity that takes place, and life becomes a kind of, from hell to a gift, or to a gift. Life is a gift, and this work is about all of us together questioning anything that would cost us from that awareness, and to see who we are without the thought. And that doesn't mean going into denial or stopping the thought. This is about understanding the ego. And the end of war with the ego is to understand the ego, not to win, which is what we attempt with our drugs, our alcohol, our sex life, our look at me life, I want to be life. It's it's okay to aspire to do well in life, but not at the expense of other people. Why? Because you can't get away with it. That's why it gives you a troubled mind. A righteous mind. I'm right and they're wrong and they're cruel and I know the way. And what a hopeless chase. And I do know the way. I know the way for me in my life, but that's for me to live. For me to live. And self-inquiry allows you to live yours in the absence of shame and guilt, which is a way of saying to live an authentic life. What does that mean? For me, that's a way of saying a happy life. A happy life. It's like the world can afford to be cruel. Can I afford that? No. I don't want to be that teacher, just as a human being, not carved out as I'm the teacher. No, just this life, with the world being my teacher, not me, the teacher. Living is a secret. I did this really kind thing this morning. It was so generous and kind, and I want you to know about it, but I don't want you to think I'm bragging, so I have to frame it in a certain way so you won't see me as arrogant. Okay. I did a kind thing today. That's enough. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Minus the words, I did a kind thing today. That was self-talk. And kind things, they don't even recur in your head. It becomes a way of life. Ordinary. Blessed life, states of mind. I mean, think about it. Think about a time when you were just really, 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 really angry, upset. Just notice, just get in touch with that time and place in your mind's eye right now. Okay, so now get in touch with what were you thinking and believing? You just identified the cause of your suffering. It's not that other person or those other people. Notice what you were thinking and believing in that time and place where you were so upset, so rightfully so. And now notice, get still. What were you thinking and believing about him, her, them? If I think you're the cause of my suffering, then I'm going to have to spend my life fixing your head. Oops, just left someone out. Did you ever want just to be one kind, caring human being when you were in trouble? Let it be you. That's handy dandy. I've met that person. And how do I do that? I take this mind and I move it from my head to paper. Anything I would blame you for, I would take this mind blaming you and I would move it from my head to paper and I would sit in self-inquiry. Darren. Hi, sweetie.
Hey, how's it going?
Gosh, what a question. So far, so good this morning. Yeah, and the chair's still holding me. It's not complaining yet.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey, 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 honey. What a gift. What
Ah,
a gift. What a gift. What a gift. Thank you for sharing that. Everyone can't claim that. That's grace. Yeah.
yeah, I have so much to be thankful for and grateful for. And I've come so far in learning that gratitude and internalizing that
Mm.
understanding that I'm alive.
Ah,
What
yeah.
more could I want?
Yeah, isn't it like coming out of a grave? Like, it's like, whoa, air, light, trees, life. Oh my gosh, in front of our face, but we can't see it till we see it.
And we keep unseeing it. No matter how many times we see it, we go blind every day.
Yeah, well, this is Earth School. That's what we're doing here, noticing the cause of suffering and taking care of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, honey, do you have a worksheet or a question?
I have a worksheet and it's one of those ones where I know the answer, but I don't know the answer because I
Yeah,
keep coming back to this same feeling. And I
yeah.
would love some help in just figuring out how to really
Okay,
learn this lesson.
okay, okay. So, read number one on your worksheet.
Okay, so it started off saying, I'm jealous of him because he got the opportunity that I wanted.
Okay, so
But
let's just look at that.
sure, yeah, and I did. I said, well, no, I'm not. I am jealous of him, but I'm actually angry with the gallery that chose him because they chose him over me. I'm not even really mad at him. I'm mad at them for not seeing me.
Yeah, well, I would take on both.
Okay, let's take on both.
Yeah, I would take on both
Yeah,
because one birthed the other.
yeah,
And what you're pointing out here is really common for those of us in self-inquiry. We'll fill in number one, and then that shows us something else, and it's, oh no, what I'm really upset about is. So we have left something important for something more important, but who knows?
mm,
So so love the one you're with, and hold the other for
mm,
for follow up,
okay,
and that's how that's my pattern, and may not work for all of you. And then there are times that no, this is really the thing, but it's all up to unfinished business. For me is unfinished business. So um, um, he got the opportunity you wanted. And what was the opportunity?
we're both artists and we live in a very artsy city, and we're both full-time professional painters, and we both have been chasing after the same gallery representation and putting our best foot forward, and suddenly out of nowhere they chose him, and it made me feel unseen, and
Yeah,
like all of the work I've been putting in was for nothing, and maybe my art isn't even good, and a death spiral into these beliefs that I
yeah.
know are not true.
So he got the opportunity you wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're so sure.
No,
Sure. That,
I'm not even sure. I don't even know
so,
what the
so
contract.
let's look at it. That
Yeah,
gallery,
yeah,
those people,
yeah.
and who would be best for that gallery and those people, you or him, contemplate. And you look at the people running the gallery and
Mm,
you know, he got the opportunity you wanted. Are you sure? You see the places I've taken you that only stillness
mm,
give, it can offer up.
mm.
And it is, I am minding your words. He got the opportunity I wanted. Those people, that gallery, really? Was it about the money? Was it about more about opportunity? What was it? Did I want more with that gallery? Another gallery's going to hire me. It's like he got the opportunity I wanted. So, all of this is what it's like sitting in the question, is it true?
Mm.
You know, he got the opportunity I wanted. Really? Really? Let me think about it. I wanted it for so long. It's got to be true, but let's see. Sitting in it now. He got the opportunity. Well, he got the opportunity you wanted. And I love this kind of follow-up question. It's like a shorthand. Is it true? It's like, are you sure? He got the opportunity you wanted. Yeah, you believed it for a long time, and you could be right. He got the opportunity you wanted. Is it true?
I can't know it's true.
Okay, so it's got to be a yes or no. And that's tough because they can both seem, invalid. Like, he got the opportunity I wanted. Is it true? But sweetie, you're dropped into yourself, and my experience, and I don't settle for anything short of yes or no. He got the opportunity I wanted. Is it true? And those of you new to the work, yes or no, we're only looking for one right answer. It's the one within you. It's not within the gallery or your friend or other people or your mother, your father. It's he got the opportunity you wanted. Are they so demanding at that gallery, or they have so many people there that you'd be like way at the bottom? I mean, is that really, I mean, the whole scope, meditating in, he got the opportunity I wanted. Do you see how there's no rush?
Mm-hmm.
You could sit in, is it true, for several days,
Mm-hmm.
just in number one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got the opportunity you wanted, is it true?
Part of my mind wants to make me say, no, you don't, you just wanted any opportunity and it's not that serious. But if I go deep, yes, he got
So
the
there you are.
opportunity
There you are.
I wanted.
Yeah, there you are. So in my world, that's good work. Settling in. Now notice how you react when you think the thought, he got the opportunity. He got the opportunity I wanted.
So much jealousy, like a wave, like an overwhelming, can't breathe frustration with things that I can't change.
Now you see images of past future. You see, maybe you see yourself as the better artist and he's got the job and now he's getting the recognition and now he is this and that. Continue noticing how you react when you think the thought, he got the opportunity I wanted.
Yeah, I go into insecurity, like maybe I'm not that good and maybe everyone's secretly laughing at what I create and maybe all the effort that I put into the work doesn't matter and maybe I'm not supposed to be an artist anyway.
Mm-hmm. And notice how that affects your life. Do you sleep in too late? Do you actually stay in bed all day? And notice those images in your head when you think the thought, he got the opportunity I wanted. Notice how you react. Notice the shift that takes place in your life when you're thinking the thought, he got the opportunity I wanted. Notice how you separate yourself from that gallery.
Mm,
Some kind of resentment, maybe.
mm-hmm.
Or I
Yeah,
feel too small to go in there. Obviously, they don't want me there.
I haven't been back and I love that place.
Okay, so how do you react when you thought he got the opportunity I wanted? You cost you your favorite gallery.
Yeah.
And you can go in there, any time. You can contribute anytime,
Mm-hmm.
be a part of it anytime. And you won't get that paycheck or whatever that the perks are there, the benefits. You won't get that. But as an artist, what do you want? That's your art is the food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm starving myself by letting that keep me from just doing what makes my heart sing.
This is a big deal. This is a big deal. How do you react when you believe they thought I got the opportunity I wanted? I quit, and and I can justify it because I'm the better artist, and obviously, and they chose him. Life is not fair.
Mm.
The ego will take you to places so dark. I'm speaking for all of us. States of mind. States of mind. Now, imagine your life. They make their choice. Okay, that's your friend. That's the gallery you really care about. Notice who you are when you get that news without the thought, he got the opportunity I wanted.
Happy for him. He kind of struggles with relationships, and he's been working so hard to find a place for himself, and to know that a friend that I care about has a place that I care about. I should be happy. I would be happy for him, and feel happy for the gallery that they got such a cool, creative guy on their team. Without the thought, I would just be happy
And
for him.
also, they're making your gallery better. They hired one of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's pulling the thread of the gallery's style closer to what I create anyway, and further away from other style. Like, yeah, he's improving the gallery just by being there.
Listen to your words. He's improving the gallery just by being there. Okay, so he's doing what you can do, whether they pick you or not.
Mm. Mm.
He's choosing the gallery that turned around. You're throwing it away because they didn't choose you. Emotionally, just throwing it away. He got the opportunity I wanted. He got the opportunity that I don't want. Okay, so try it on. Try it on. Why are you in this really privileged position of not being chosen?
Mm. I bet, because who knows what could come in this place.
And you're not tied up.
Right. Right, I'm free. I don't have to make a certain amount of paintings for this gallery to stay on the roster. I don't have to be beholden to their clients and take feedback from someone else about what makes me feel true to my expression. And
So feel these advantages.
yeah.
You're really going to touch at these advantages. As an artist, it's really important that you free you up for your art,
Hmm.
because that benefits all of us.
Yeah. It occurs to me also that there are probably opportunities that I've gotten that he maybe wanted, that I'm not really being thankful for or grateful for.
That you're taking for granted.
Yeah. And I actually know that that's true. And I just
Yeah,
have
and
been,
he remained your friend. He didn't stop. He remained your friend. He's your bud.
yeah. Ah. And I just tore
Tossed
him.
tossed him away,
Yeah.
and the gallery, and quit. And that affects your work. And that's not on him. That's not on the gallery. That's on you. That's on the ego. That's the trance. And thanks to that ego, it gives us our work here in our school. It's, what is the cause of suffering? What we're thinking and believing. Done. The end. That's it. And boy, is that good news. It puts the power back into our hands. Frees you, your creative gift. It frees you up. So let's look in that situation. What did you want?
I said the gallery shouldn't overlook me. They should follow their standards of working with minorities, and they should choose my work. They should follow up with me, and they shouldn't just ignore my emails for months, and they should want to have something that's new and unique, and they should value the work that I create.
The gallery overlooked you. Is it true? They looked at your work. They looked at his work. They looked at both of you. You're not new to them, you two. They overlooked you. Is it true?
I can't know.
Okay, so look at the words that we just witnessed coming out of you. You did everything but look at your gift and how that might affect their gallery, their clients. It's like, even though you're close with your friends, you have a different way. You have different ways. It's beyond color. It's even beyond our culture. It's beyond. Art is a gift. It's none of the things that your ego was spinning out. As far as you can know. But notice how you react emotionally when you think the thought, and those things that you just spun out of your head are spinning in you, spinning in you, spinning. That's the trance. You'll wonder, what is the ego's trance? That's it. Hell. Oh, and honey getting smaller and smaller. And the ego justifies it.
Yeah.
You want the gallery overlooked you. Is it true?
No.
Wow. Yeah, you're welcome back. Yeah. You're one of their champions. I mean, you're an artist. You go in there. That's your gallery. You can just contribute things because you're an artist. You didn't do anything for that gift when you're on fire and your hands moving.
Yeah.
And the colors, you're not choosing. So much of the time, your brushes just go in there.
Yeah.
Hands, yeah. Notice where your hand is right now on your neck. Did you plan it?
No.
No, that's art. Art, honey.
Yeah, they can't overlook me. It's not me. And there's something else in there that is there no matter what they see.
You want gallery to not overlook you. Turn it around. I want me to.
I want to not overlook myself.
So be there. This is self-inquiry. I want me to not overlook myself in that situation. Did you do your best? Did you suit up? Did you show up? Were you into wishful thinking? Did you not, were you late for appointment? Not right, not wrong. Just look at yourself. You overlook me. How would you turn that around? They overlooked me.
I overlooked them.
Yeah. In the decision they made between the two of you.
Yeah, I just assume that I know everything about the gallery and this is the right time and I'm the right person without knowing any of that.
Yeah.
Well, that's wild.
That's really wild.
Yeah, they could have been trying to even protect me. Who knows what kind of clients they have. Maybe there's a better time. Maybe there's another project. Maybe they're just waiting to see other art that I do and I just haven't done it yet.
And are you kind of a match to what you were just saying about the gallery? I want the gallery to not overlook me. Turned around. I want me to not overlook the gallery. Who they chose of the two of you, and why they might choose him. You could be even the more talented, but they're looking for other ingredients. Like some kind of trend going on with some kind of trend happening that he's more into with his, I'm assuming, brushes.
Yeah.
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 I want the gallery to not overlook me, turn around me. I want me to not overlook my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy.
He might want to hear that from you. Truth has a way about it when we don't have an end game in our head. Truth has he's a really good guy. And what you're thinking and believing is costing you that really good friend. And when you look at his work, what they're buying,
it's costing me the opportunity to just appreciate something beautiful.
yes, and it's like an ingredient you're missing when you're believing the thought, I want the gallery to not overlook me. It's like the thought takes you away from the art and puts you into the ego's world. World of suffering, that's ego's world. So here's a good one for you. You want them, that gallery, to follow their standards for working with minorities who wrote their standards. Okay? So all of you, when you're filling in a worksheet, mindful of your words, the way the ego offers them up, real, and that's what you have.
Yeah.
You want them. Now you care about that the gallery, so it tells me that you respect it in some ways before the choice was made, and then it kind of dropped from your head. Ego doesn't allow a lot of that appreciation it takes up all the space, the ego.
Yeah.
You want them to follow their standards for working with minorities. They chose your friend. Look at what he presented. Look at him, you know him. The two of you have worked together. Look at yours. Take that particular gallery, in mind, because you know that one too. Okay, you've got the information, experience. You were doing fine there, as in the way that you were a part of it. You want them to follow their standards for working with minorities. Is it true? What I'm doing, I'm looking at people,
Yeah.
art. That's a colorless thing.
Yeah.
It's it's not even about family. It can be about all of that.
It's bigger than that.
You don't know what's coming out of you.
Yeah.
And until it shows you, it's just coming through your fingers. You've got ideas, but
Yeah.
you want them in that situation to follow their standards for working with minorities. In that situation, is it true? For you, because you're not dealing with any other human being. This emotional is what you're thinking and believing. It doesn't belong to anyone else.
Yeah. I honestly, when you asked it, I got a resounding like, no, actually, I don't want to just be chosen for this characteristic trait aside from my art, and I don't.
So yeah, and that supports you understanding that about you understanding that about you as you've spoken to it. Gives you your respect for that gallery back.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is in that gallery. He is in their minority. They're mostly women, and he's one guy. That's mostly very like intricate art, and his art is very minimalist and simplistic. Like,
Wow.
yeah, I mean, and I don't want to be a charity or a shoe-in or a token. I don't want to be their token. I want to be appreciated for what I create.
There you are.
Yeah.
There you are. You've got a gift. And your head will do whatever it takes to cost you that gift. Then the colors start getting dark and the hours start getting dark. Mm.
Mm.
I want the gallery to follow their standards for working with minorities. I want me to follow my standards of working with minorities.
Yeah.
And honey, I can tell you there's not in my experience, there's not one human being on this planet that hasn't felt like a minority. In other words, unloved, thrown away, unappreciated, with love all around them. It makes no difference to the ego.
Right. Right.
But what happens to your love when you believe these thoughts and what it does to you?
Yeah.
You know, you're important to life and you believe your thoughts and you drop out in so many ways. You need them to answer your emails. Is it true? So let's look at what we've got so far. And you want them to answer your emails.
So petty. No, no, no.
Yeah, it's not petty to the ego, and not to you the way you wanted that job. You know, it's not so petty. It's it's not petty. And I hear you. Notice how you react. What happens? You go to your computer, you open it, email's not there, no response. Notice how you react. Those images of past future, when you think the thought, I want them to answer my emails, and it's not there.
Yeah, I get sour and angry and feel ignored and resent. I resent.
Yeah.
And
Now, that's the man that you see in that could be the man that they have seen in you, even if it's teeny, teeny, tiny. You know how you can read people and situations, and you've got an eye, and they're in that business.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want them to answer your emails. Notice how you react when you think the thought. Notice those images of past future when you think the thought, I want them to answer my emails, and it's not there. God, honey, that's serious crap. Thrown away, disrespected, unvalued.
Mm.
I want them to answer my emails. What images of past and future do you see when you think that thought?
Just that feeling of like putting yourself out there and then rejection.
So that leaves you as not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the whole world could see me as not good enough, but in my world, am I doing my best? Sitting here with you, absolutely yes.
I could do better.
I want them to answer my emails turned around. I don't want them to answer my emails.
Yeah, because I want to be better. I want to be in a better place before they do.
Wow, that's a great find.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your sanity back. That'll give you that'll give you that open mind of yours back that you do so well of moving from that experience to art.
Mm. Mm.
I want them to answer my emails. I want me to answer their emails. Where does your mind go? Where does your mind go with, I want me to answer their emails?
I mean, they send newsletters that have show openings, and I don't put it on my calendar, and I don't go, and I don't like I haven't been learning about who else is on their roster and why, and yeah, I kind of wrote it off and just let it make me close when all those artists have so much to offer.
Yeah, so it's like in some ways like actually dropping out of your community
Yeah. Yeah.
and not learning from them and growing and not putting yourself out there so they can learn from you and grow.
Right. 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 And also, like, nothing's stopping me from inviting the gallery owner to my next show. Just me. I'm stopping me. I could still invite her even if she doesn't answer my emails.
So are you listening to you? Yeah, she doesn't have to come.
Right.
This is yours. Invite her.
Yeah. Stay open.
And caring. You like that gallery. Supportive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Family.
Yeah.
Community.
And my friend is there now.
Yeah, call that guy, catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let him know that the choice they made just has thrown you for a loop, and you're coming out of some kind of coma,
Mm.
and that and then whatever you have to say, like I can see why they would choose you. You're really good, and I miss you, and what's new, and it goes on from there, just like it never happened, because you're taking care of business.
Mm.
You're righting your wrongs. You're living your turnarounds. You
Yeah.
know, because and you know you can do it because you were living in not the turnarounds, and
Right.
how you've survived.
Mm. Yeah.
Because that can go on until we're just bitter old people. And even if we're bitter and old, those of you that are bitter old people, it's never too late. Thank you for sharing, you young man. You don't have to grow up jaded. You have a way of approaching yourself through self-inquiry. Um, let's I want them to answer my emails turned around. I want me to answer their emails, and you nailed that one really well, honey. Let's look at three. And these wants, that's not, oh, the work, dun 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 dun. It's like that's what you want.
Mm.
Those of us that are so depressed and disappointed we can't even get out of bed, these turnarounds give us a way to live, answer the emails,
Mm-hmm.
way that you just said, there are interesting things there when your mind's open. It's fed you
Mm-hmm.
and friendshiped you and grown you, and you've contributed back. It's a good thing. So that gallery should. What did you write for advice on number 3 to those people?
Uh, I that gallery should value the work I create.
Is it true? So consider, like, you haven't turned all your work into them, I'm assuming.
No.
And look what you have turned in.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't. I have more to give. There's some newer things that I'm more excited about, that are better, that are realer, that mean more, that they haven't seen yet, that are coming up, and I need to invite them, and I need to not close off, because I've
Wow,
gotten better and I need them to see.
there you are.
Yeah, and I don't want to be defined by what I made 3 years ago, because it's not where I'm at anymore. Mm.
God, that's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I've got like goosebumps.
Me too. I have this idea that I have been just holding, that lights me up, that I've been too distracted by all of this to focus on.
You've been living out of the ego's world, and that's not great company. But here in Earth School, we can respectfully, as you've done, move it from our mind to paper and question it.
Mm.
Wake ourselves up, from hell to life worth living and more. God, I look at the world and I see art. And the ego, like that, like it's art. It's not to do war with and fight with, it's false. It's art. Those are paintings of past, future, not now. It's art.
Mm.
And the ego, we take it very seriously, that art that shows up in our head. Egos play. Gallery should value the work that you create. Notice how you react when you think the thought. They should value the work I create, and they give your friend the job.
Yeah, that line of thought leads to darkness.
Oh, I'm sitting in it. It's like it just gets darker and darker, and then the ego justifies that darkness, that hurt, and then justifies all of that mean-mindedness that would separate you from what you love. The ego's a very, very jealous. It's like it screams to live and do whatever it takes for you to attend to it.
Mm.
And so we live out of those identities, and that's a lot. That's a lot to survive. It's some of us can't handle it, and we put guns to our heads.
Mm.
It's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
The gallery should value the work I create turned around.
I should value the work that gallery creates
Okay,
and
so that,
community building and supporting artists and taking care of my friend, teaching me.
yeah, so you've just hired you. Yeah, and your payback is in everything you just said. It's a good life, and you're contributing to something only you can give.
Yeah.
It's unique.
Yeah.
And you just get smaller and smaller and smaller, and which it's like more suffering, more suffering, more suffering, more suffering. It's just suffocating,
Uh-huh.
believing these thoughts and the images that require, you have the thoughts, those are the words. But then those images of past, future, the ego's offers up. Like I can say, what did your friend look like? And you just saw a picture of your friend in your mind's eye. Okay, that's how the ego is painting your world.
Mm.
And we don't have a choice about what the ego offers up. But it is looking for a home, Darren. And that home is in your heart. That's where art comes from. It's important. And so, what is art? Taking care of your mind so your art can flow and flow and flow. Honey, what do you think about this? This is just, what do you think about like Van Gogh that would cut off his ear and the belief that would give him, move him more, keep him more in touch with his art? Isn't that, it's not your ear you're cutting off, it's your oxygen, it's your life. Just being lost in the world of the ego, lost in the world of the not now.
I can feel having been cut off.
One thing I love about the ego is the ego is not our fault.
Mm.
The ego is a state of mind.
Mm. Mm.
We can't stop it, but we can understand it. And that's the power of sitting with you today.
Is the understanding it maybe the reason why we're here?
Well, it's the reason I'm here.
Mm.
It's, I'm here to understand the cause of all suffering and how to end it, because no one is here. We've imagined. I've imagined me here, and you
Right.
can all look to yourselves. When you're sleeping at night and you're not dreaming, do you exist? Not until the ego wakes up. I am awake. I want
Right.
coffee now.
Right.
And then the I begins. The self-loathing or the inspiration, and life loathing is like loathing life, loathing oneself. It's is a state of mind that I love you understand, being such a young man and a gifted man. And it's important. It's important. Your freedom is our freedom, and your hell is our hell. We affect each other.
I
And
believe that.
someone like you gets bitter and moves away, moves out of the thing, and we're missing an obviously a very sensitive, caring, creative human being. And something's off with that. That cost us you.
Mm.
And you cost you us.
Wow. I feel really grateful in this moment.
Mm. Me too, sweetie. I do too. There's no hell that cannot be moved from the head to paper
Mm.
and questioned with an open mind. You know what is hell? It's a trance in Earth School. And it's got to be pretty serious to wake us up to get what we came for, which is to understand this this is not hell. Life is a dream.
Mm-hmm.
We're here in your dream and we're watching you. And together we're waking up to it. The value should value the work I create. Okay. You know your work. And I'm guessing at this. You don't always like it. The gallery should value the work you create. Is it true? Which assumes that they don't in the first place.
Right. No.
No, you don't know their minds in those moments. They're looking at which one of the two of you, and they can only hire one, and states of mind make those choices, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not always just the art.
No. Yeah. I know.
But what you can do is live these turnarounds. They're really powerful.
Yeah.
Should value the work that the gallery creates.
Yeah.
And
I should value the work they create. I should work to value the work I create for the sake of creating it.
yeah, for the sake of giving, you didn't do anything for the gift. It's like for the sake of just honoring what's there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing sitting with you. I have, um, I have, I love people, and and I understand the cause of suffering, and and your art can shift the way someone sees the world.
It
If it's
does.
coming out of you, yeah, it does.
I see it. I paint murals and I watch people walk by and see themselves, and sometimes I look at them and I don't even feel like I made them. I didn't make them. They made themselves, and I just filled them in, and people feel better and they feel seen and they feel understood. And I don't have anything to do with it. I'm just the guy holding the brush, and it is such a gift.
a brush and a very open mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Let's look at 4. In that situation, to be happy They've chosen him in that situation to be happy. What do you need? What do you need that gallery to think, say, feel, or do?
We've hit it, but I wrote that, I need the gallery to reach out to me and invite me to show my work. But
Oh,
now I know I need to reach out to me and see my work, and I can reach out to them and invite them to see my work, and I need to reach out to my friend and ask to see his work. And
okay, so now you're into happiness.
yeah, I do feel better.
Yeah. And to, well, you live it. Live it. This is, these wants, needs, and shoulds, 2, 3, and 4, 2 is what you want. And 3 is direction.
Mm.
It's clear direction. The gallery should value the work I create. I don't know another person's mind or where they're at financially or if they can keep their doors open or not. I don't know what's hot on the market. I think I do, but I don't know. It's, just um, uh, the gallery should value the work I create. I should value the work that the gallery creates.
Yeah.
And so that's clear direction how to live these turnarounds. And I should value the work that I create
Yeah.
to the gallery. They'll appreciate it or not, but I do.
Yeah.
And in art isn't that personal. I'm hearing you. You can't even really claim it. No true artist can.
Yeah.
In this world, we say I created it, but you know better.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a way we talk here in the world.
Yeah.
Like these are my hands, my brush, you know. But no, we're just this is a blessed life, Earth School. To be happy, I need me. This is clear direction how to be happy. I need me to reach out to me and invite me to show my work
Yeah.
and mean it. That's about
Yeah.
and to be happy, I need me to reach out to the gallery and show my work. And to be happy, I don't need the gallery to reach out to me and invite me to show my work.
Right.
You've got the power. You can go ask. They may be a little busy.
Right. And it just means more time to be in flow in between, if they're not ready, it just means more opportunity to tap in and create and get better and learn more. And
You're on to something beautiful.
yeah. Yeah, it's a gift. By not reaching out to me, they gave me a gift. That's wild.
It's a friendly universe.
Yes, it is.
And it's not a friendly universe sometimes. It's a friendly universe. And some of us have a little trouble catching up to that,
Hmm.
understanding that. All of you, I don't know where your heads are going. Your ego can come up with all kinds of exceptions that override that the universe is friendly, and that's okay. That's okay. And these worksheets, the world is what we're thinking and believing it to be. It can never be more or less in any given moment, and no two people have the same world.
Right.
Okay, sweetie, let's look at 5. And that's
5 always gets me. Oh no. I said the gallery is stupid and short-sighted and hoity-toity and flaky, and they don't follow through or see what good art really is.
No. And I sure wanted them to choose me.
Oh God, what? Yeah, wow, the ego.
Yeah. So when they chose my friend and not me, what I was thinking and believing about the situation was, and read it,
That they were stupid and short-sighted and hoity-toity and flaky.
and and my thinking about them in that situation was stupid. In other words, not true, short-sighted,
Yeah,
hoity-toity, like you had it all figured out. No, not so much.
not so much.
Flaky.
Mm. Yeah, I wasn't even showing up that much. Oh,
And
and I'm struck right now by when I said that maybe they don't even see what good art is. Maybe and when I was thinking that, was keeping myself from the realization we just had that, like, there isn't good or bad art. There's art, and it's not from me or from anyone. It's through us, and trying to classify it as good or bad is pretty short-sighted.
yeah, pretty egoic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my thoughts about them were stupid,
Yeah.
short-sighted, hoity-toity, flaky, and I didn't see what good art was.
Yeah.
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 Uh, Basically your own, diminished in your head. And and I didn't get a lot of that from you, but it just stands to reason. If they chose him, it had to be that had to have something to do with it. That was the point. And your mind took it to, your ego took it to some um, old, old systems
Mm.
that 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 when people have like a block, like writer's block if they're writers, or you get stuck on where to, you know, in your art. It's that doesn't happen to you. You can always find your way out with worksheets because that's the greatest art. And the rewards in that are we're freed up to live our lives.
Mm.
And it frees up the gifts, and we all have them. It frees up
Yeah.
the gifts we've got.
Working on ourselves is the greatest art.
Yeah.
Wow.
Honey, it truly, truly, the ego is is a great artist. It paints past, future, and then plants those words on it to match. And it's mm, mm, but true art is to free yourself up from that and give what you got happily. No one has to appreciate it ever, but you. That's what I love about this work. I can. It's my work. It's my work, and anyone who takes it on can say the same. And it's just as true. Okay, precious. Let's look at 6.
I don't ever want to experience being overlooked or misunderstood again.
Okay, I'm willing to.
I'm willing to experience being overlooked and misunderstood again. I look forward to being overlooked and misunderstood again, because then I get a chance to do the real art. Wow. I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah. They are stupid turned around. They are smart in the decision they made. So ponder that. How might that be so?
Because I get a chance to grow
That's
from the rejection. They might not even think of it that way. They probably are just doing their own life. They're probably not even thinking about any of this. But on a divine, like a universe level.
they're stupid turned around. They're smart. Why were they smart to choose your friend over you? Get clear about it. Just objectively, it doesn't mean he's the best choice. He's just the choice.
Yeah. Maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe it just wasn't the right time.
And then look at the two of you.
Hmm.
Compare. Why might they choose him over you when you consider that establishment?
He's got a few more connections with a few more of their artists, and he's been doing a bit more solo art while I've been making murals for the community. So he shows up as a artist who puts pieces on the wall. And while I do that, I've been doing this other thing that's, to me, more important, is to beautify my town. And
So they chose him. No, turned around, he chose them.
yeah, and I've been choosing to do what makes my heart sing.
Yes, them choosing him frees you up to continue to do.
Yeah, and I'm good at this other thing that I do, and I love it, and it makes other people so happy. And if I had to make art for the gallery, I wouldn't have gotten to make that mural I just finished. Whoa, so maybe they weren't supposed to choose me at all.
I would drop the maybe.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to choose me at all. I definitely would not have been able to make this last mural if I was worried about whatever they would have asked me to do. And it wouldn't have flowed. And this mural just flowed right through. I didn't do a thing.
Yeah.
I just showed up.
You know, what I'm experiencing is it's not that they didn't choose you, you didn't choose them. You're living a good balanced life. And you
Hmm.
could have done it all anyway. We just heard you say so in your own words.
Couldn't have. Whoa, this is wild. This resonates a lot.
It's like they didn't choose me. Turns around to, oh my God, they didn't choose me. Just when you think life can't get any better, it does.
It's astounding to me that it all works out without any of us really knowing why we're doing any of this, but it just works out. It's just how we look at it. That's a lot of power that we all have to look at it one way or the other when it all works out.
We're left with a choice, what is cruel and what is kind. And self-inquiry defines it in a way that it's like, what? What? But it was only fair. It was only fair. I was the better artist. And I didn't hear you say that. I'm paraphrasing, but I was the better artist. It's not fair. And it's because of this and this and this and that. And you know, it's I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. And what happens? We lose sleep. We have trouble getting out of bed. We take on drugs, alcohol. We start moving into a kind of self-loathing at the way we're not living out our passion. And this work gives us a life. To be happy, I need the gallery to reach out and invite me to show my work. No, to be happy, I need to reach out to the gallery, since they're not doing it, and invite me to show my work.
Yeah.
And it could be that you're into something else and you're really good at it, and they freed you up. We got that. We saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your job at that gallery would be to support them as a pro and you know, a loving, caring human being. And notice how eventually it's just not for you, or you end up owning the gallery in the future. I mean, you don't know. Just, you know, I just followed the simple direction I find in these worksheets. And that's pretty good, because it brought me to you this morning. That's a big deal. It's a big deal to all of you. Some kind of miracle.
It feels like a miracle. Yeah.
I don't ever want to be overlooked. And miracles are such a gift when you realize they're states of mind. And it's not something that we can just produce. It's we can get rid of the superfluous. It seems like the dominant, like filling in this worksheet. That's it. And then we question it. We're seeing through the, you know, you can't see the forest for the trees. You know, it's just, gosh, and there it is. What I want that the gallery can't give me, what I need to be happy that the gallery can't give me. Yeah. And
That I already have.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all within your reach.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't ever want to be overlooked or misunderstood. I look forward to being overlooked or misunderstood. Now you're into life. I just love that. I look forward to being overlooked. Why might I look forward? Why might you look forward to being overlooked?
Because I can do the work, and I can come to a place of understanding how things fit together as they're supposed to be, and appreciating the miracle of being alive, and like it's a chance at a renewed gratitude.
Yeah,
And I know kind of exactly what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. And that gallery has contributed to that. And as you have, I look forward being overlooked, misunderstood again by any other human being or system or anything here in Earth School. You know, when I'm walking down the street and let's say I have the thought people aren't looking at me, they're overlooking me. That's not a great example, but in me it feels like, oh, they're overlooking me. It's like, who am I to hold their attention? What is that about? Never met that person in my life. I'll never see him again. I'm just walking down the street. Oh, they're overlooking me. Like, oh, they're overlooking me.
Mm.
And there's no one that can, no one can see who we are if we can't. So you're getting a beautiful, a look at your beautiful self, sweetie. And it's just a privilege to work with you. Let's get some feedback and some takeaways. My goodness, honey, I so appreciate your open mind. Nancy, honey, your takeaway.
Hi, that was so beautiful today. Oh my gosh, Darren, you're such a beautiful person and just so open and receiving the wisdom as it comes to you. It's just beautiful to watch. For me, there were so many aha moments. I was a ballet dancer in my early life and didn't get into the companies that I wanted to get into, and always felt maltreated by that, felt like, and I think what I internalized is, well, I'm the person that gets second best. I don't get the best. And how that has played out in my life, that I'm sort of cut out from the best places, and I get good things, but I don't get the best things. That's who I am in the world. And then I had a beautiful aha when you asked him, why is it wonderful that to be overlooked by the gallery? And I thought, how beautiful to get that very clear direction in life. Oh, that's not where I'm meant to be. Good to know that that's not the place for me. Where my ego would go is, well, the place that's for me is less. It's not as good. And that's the problematic place, as opposed to like, oh, okay, good. That's good information. That's not where I'm meant to be. I'm meant to be over here in this just as wonderful or more wonderful place. Like,
Oh, and it's wonderful because we're in reality. Not only it goes beyond a concept, we're in reality and we're working with it. And it's recognizable to us. And it's such a comfort. There's no winning and losing in it. We're just always winning. And
I
that's
think,
a way of saying life's a gift with no downside.
yeah.
You're thinking,
And what is the ego seeking when it's seeking that one place, that one thing that will be the good enough and nothing else is good enough?
mm,
What am I looking for? Approval, appreciation,
wow.
somebody to show me that I am good. That's the other piece. Like, yeah. So this is beautiful work for me today. Thank you for that. Thank you, Darren.
That's a lot to take in. That's a lot to take in, Nancy. Wow. Pauline, honey, your takeaway.
Hi, thank you so much, Darren and Katie. This is exactly what I'm dealing with at my job. My takeaway is there's two for me. One is my ego doesn't want to be just a blade of grass in the lawn. It wants to be more. I have a hard time being just a blade of grass. And that's connected to seeking, and this is from you. I've Post-it notes all over my house now. Spare me from the desire of wanting love, understanding, and approval. Amen.
Yeah, God spare me from the desire to seek love, approval, and appreciation.
So that's where it stems from me. But my ego is still giving me some pushback saying, because I'm a teacher in a union, that I am allowed to stand up for myself. Because like Nancy, I've accepted second best for 25 years. And then when I stand up, it's a new part of me that I'm feeling I need to exercise. And I wonder, is that my ego playing a game again? And I don't know that yet.
Yeah, like a worksheet could give you these truths that we witness today with Darren, and the turnarounds, and the kind of clarity to me I witnessed that he came out of with those living turnarounds. That's the way. That's the way. And it is specifically designed for him, not for you, not for me, for him. He wrote the worksheet. So in your worksheets, you question, you turn around, it's direction on 2, 3, and 4. Like, what do I want? It's right there in number 2. When I turn them around, question and turn them around, it makes sense, the turnarounds. And whereas what we wrote is just really our suffering from head to paper. So 2, 3, and 4, what do I want? Those turnarounds show me. And what should I do? Those turnarounds show me. What should I do and what shouldn't I do? They're there, clear direction. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And Darren, thank you so much, honey, for playing that out for us so clearly. So clearly. Okay, dears. So Darren, thank you again for being our teacher, honey, for your open mind, your selflessness, and for the art of that you took us into yourself. That's nothing less than beautiful. And all of you, thanks to your contributions, our plan is to be back here every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and blessings be yours. And they are. So that is my dream come true. Blessings are yours. And I don't expect you to see it or understand it. I'm talking to myself here. But nonetheless, this work will wake me up to that. And so, mwah.